Have you ever thought about what it would be like to play Division I hockey for the most prestigious university in the world? For guys like Jimmy Vesey, Kyle Kraskulo, Alexander Kerfoot, and the rest of the Harvard men's hockey team, that dream has become a reality. I'm Joel Idelson, and this is New England Hockey Journal.
Harvard University is synonymous with excellence. As America's oldest institution of higher learning, it is renowned for producing best-in-class leaders. Over the years, Harvard has also become an established path for hockey players searching for elite academics coupled with superior athletics. It creates an environment that few schools can replicate.
It's definitely a surreal feeling to play for Harvard. The tradition, I mean, just looking around the rink since the renovations have happened, just, you know, the coaches that have been here before you, the players, the awards that have been given out, the Hobey Baker winners, it's definitely a tradition that you want to uphold and you want to do well by the Harvard standard. It's something that, you know, you think about when you step on the campus for the first time. When the coach brings you around, you notice the ivy that's hanging on the walls, and everything about Harvard is special.
The one thing that kind of remains the same is that at Harvard we're looking for a kid that's got high character, you know, a great balance of academics and athletics. So, you know, as much as things change, that's something that I do think we appreciate and will always appreciate.
You come into an environment where everyone's going through the same thing as you. You can learn from some of the older guys, and I think that if you're able to manage your time well and you're interested in classes and stuff, you want both sides of the hockey and the academics, then it's definitely manageable, and you can make the most out of how you want it. You can find an easier path if you want, or challenge yourself.
We enjoy kids that like to the responsibility of being leaders, and high character kids that you know, that embrace the idea that you can be a great student and a great athlete at the same time, and that you know, and that the idea that you know, a better person will make a better hockey player.
School's tough here, as you can imagine, but it's important to, you know, to manage your time well and stay on top of the studies so that you can come to the rink with a clear head and go out and play hockey, because, you know, ultimately that's what we love to do. So you just got to stay on top of it and make sure it's not interfering with your hockey.
You know, it really is a big net these days, and we really have to find that great balance of academic, you know, talent with athletic ability and high character. So you can either pass it to him, he can go for one-timer, or you...
Ted Donato's hockey resume is a New England kid's dream. He played at Catholic Memorial, helped lead Harvard to the 1989 NCAA National Championship, where he was voted Most Outstanding Player, and later played nearly 800 games in the NHL, including 9 seasons for his hometown Boston Bruins. In 2004, he took over his alma mater, where he has patiently worked to find elite hockey players worthy of the school's academic rigors.
He's really, I think, done a great job with the program over the last couple of years and bringing us to contenders for a national championship. And I think that he's a really personable guy. I think that everyone loves playing for him. He's a nice guy. Obviously, if you meet him off the ice, he's always joking around. But when it comes down to the rink, I think that he expects a lot from you. And I think that that's one thing that you get to know when you come here, is that he wants you to work hard. And if you work hard, he's going to reward you.
Coach Donato has been awesome for me in terms of my development. You know, obviously he played at Harvard and he played, you know, a long time in the NHL. So he knows what we're going through in terms of school and balancing that with hockey at Harvard.
Playing for Coach Donato is a great experience for us. I think he's a player's coach for sure. He's always lighthearted off the ice, and when we get on the ice, he's pretty dialed in. He can teach you different things as a player, you know, having gone through life as a player at Harvard. I think he can teach you stuff off the ice and kind of make sure he understands the lifestyle that you have to live, and he understands the grind that we endure during the season off the ice as well as on the ice. And he's definitely a guy that studies the other team before you play them and definitely prepares us for each week.
You know, watching these kids come in and get acclimated to a place like Harvard, both you know, academically and socially and athletically, and you know, we have kids from all over the place, so this can be a little bit of a melting pot. So watching these kids grow up and watch them turn into young adults is really the best part of the job. And you know, the one thing that we have here is just incredibly impressive kids. And you know, I think there's many a night you come home and just shake your head and say, wow, I'm lucky, these are great kids to work with.
I'm here with Whack at Monkey Sports Superstore in Norwood, Massachusetts. We are in the skate shop, a place where I'm never allowed to hang out.
You're not allowed to hang out in a lot of places.
You're like a
Joel.
chemist in this place. So
Science of sharpening, man. We get into it.
tell me what you guys are doing back here.
What are we not doing? We're doing everything from basic skate sharpening, as you would figure, to doing custom radius work, to skate repair, skate modification, equipment modification. A lot goes on back here.
So when I step up to the counter,
Sure.
I'm not just dropping my skates off and walking away, right?
No. You wouldn't bring your car into a mechanic and just go, figure it out. You know what I mean? There's a conversation that's going to happen.
Okay.
And a lot of times people have played their whole lives and they've never actually been asked, how do you like your skates cut? And we try to pull some information from people, try to get some questions answered. And once we're there, we can pretty much give you a result that's going to kill it every single time.
Because most people don't know what they want.
They have no idea.
Okay.
The science of this befuddles people. And like I said, they just don't. It's sheer ignorance. And it's no one's fault. It's just they've never been asked. So.
All right. So we could spend an hour talking about
Absolutely.
skate sharpening. What else are you guys doing back here? I know there's some skate modification, there's equipment stuff.
Yep. The guys here at Monkey, we keep the numbers pretty low in terms of personnel so we can control the work. We do great work in terms of any sort of, we get some funky requests. I've had a guy, hey, I got these 9-year-old elbow pads. I don't want to get rid of them. And I'm getting there, having to do some DIY frontier medicine to get those things back.
And I don't blame them, right? Because we like what we like.
We're creatures of habit, absolutely.
Yeah, okay. And then so what about like the things like skate mod? You guys can actually do what to a skate?
I had a perfect example. A gentleman about 2 weeks ago came in. He's physically 1 foot is about an inch less in terms of length, his shin. So I had to make a custom shim to work out between his holder and his outsole. And he's could not be happier.
You want your skates taken care of? Go see the chemist right here.
How would you like a lifetime of frozen memories in your own backyard? Nice Rink brings you those experiences and memories with your very own backyard rink. Imagine stepping out your back door into the crisp winter air. Walking past your warm, glowing fire pit under the blanket of a starry winter sky. And onto your very own untouched marble ice that's yours to carve. So what are you waiting for? Join in the fun of having a backyard Nice Rink this year and frozen memories for years to come. Call or visit us online to start creating your frozen memories today.
HockeyShot.com. The spark that ignites your game. With the tools for faster hands, harder, more accurate shots, and the source for on-ice and off-ice training. From shooting pads and rebounders, to training pucks and stick-handling balls, synthetic ice and flooring tiles. HockeyShot.com.
I'm here with Julie Nicoletti from Kinetic Fuel. And Julie, today I want to talk about options for when we go away on a team tournament? Because I know oftentimes when we're away, it's like a vacation.
Feels like it.
The kids and the parents think it's a vacation, but it doesn't mean we have license to go eat whatever we want, right?
That's right.
All right.
Because those same parents are going to be upset if their kids aren't playing well,
That's
right?
Just like we don't want them swimming in the pool before a game.
That's right.
They got to watch what they eat. So
Exactly.
we go to a restaurant and they may want to order the mozzarella sticks. What do you suggest?
I actually would skip the mozzarella sticks.
Wow.
If the only options are buffalo tenders and chicken wings and nachos and potato skins, then I would skip the appetizer altogether, unless we might be able to sell them a side salad.
I don't know if we're going to sell them on a side salad, but look, no mozzarella sticks could equal a win. So we might be okay.
Okay.
All right, there we go.
A rejuvenated men's hockey program is now part of the national conversation. Harvard's roster is peppered with high-end talent, with non-traditional hockey markets like California, Florida, and Nebraska supplementing the usual mix of Canadian, Midwestern, and New England players. This season, a trio of Crimson Thoroughbreds are determined to make a deep run into the NCAA tournament. Local hero Jimmy Vesey is complemented by fellow captain Kyle Criscuolo and junior playmaker Alexander Kerfoot. The line consistently produces a masterclass on chemistry, with Vesey talked about as the front-runner for the Hobey Baker Award, given to college hockey's top player.
You know, last year winning the ECAC was great for the program, and you know, it was also a great year for some of our players individually. Our top line with, you know, Jimmy Vesey and Alexander Kerfoot and Kyle Criscuolo really took over at the end of the season, and you know, we're dynamic each and every night. I think not only their skill, but their commitment to work hard every shift, work both ends of the rink.
I think just being together for the last 3 years, they've kind of really come into their own. I think that, you know, just the three different types of players, and I think those three really bode well together, and the chemistry is, you know, the best in the nation right now.
We played with each other in the preseason on captain's practices. We try to go with each other in all the drills, and then when the season started, we got off to a really hot start as a team, and as a line, we just, you know, everything kind of came together, and we got more and more chemistry as the year went on, and we ultimately just took off. So it's been good to get back with those guys this year.
They share some of the same values of, you know, a very high level of, you know, of work ethic, and their compete level is off the charts. And then I think they all have some great skills.
Off the ice, they're both pretty personable guys. I think that they got a lot of respect from everyone in the locker room, get along with everyone. They're a little bit different. Crisco's a pretty serious guy. Jimmy kind of likes to joke around a little bit more, but they both obviously take hockey very seriously.
Obviously different characters. For the most, they're pretty loose. Crisco, I feel like he's probably the most, I don't know, stern. I guess he's the more serious captain. But yeah, we give him, we make jokes all the time about him, you know, his 8:30 bedtime and everything.
Kyle Criscuolo, he, you know, just stays on pucks with his speed and skill. He's got the heart of a lion. For a little guy, he takes the puck to the net. He's good in the tough areas, and he just keeps coming.
Nice dish, Dyfus. They're two of the hardest working guys on our team, and obviously both really skilled players and are trying to get better every day. And I think that those are just some of the little things that playing with them over the last couple of years I've learned, and it's helped me out with my game. And I think it trickles down to the rest of the guys on our team, and that's what's made us successful over the last year.
You know, I think Jim Vesey, you know, is one of the best players in the country. So offensively, you know, he's the catalyst for us. His ability to, you know, to score and to, you know, create offense, to beat guys one-on-one, to, you know, get to the tough areas, to score goals.
Jimmy's obviously a very dynamic offensive player, but I think he doesn't get enough recognition for the way he comes back and plays D, and also can make plays. Obviously has a really heavy and elusive shot, but I think he's a really complete player now. I think we've all developed since our freshman year, since when I came in with him. I think the both of us have really worked on becoming two-way players and working hard in both ends.
Kerfoot, he's sometimes a little quiet, but then when you get him riled up, like, he'll get going on some things.
You know, Alexander's, a very good puck distributor, a little bit of a point guard, if you will. His skating and speed and his ability to create space, for himself and his teammates, and that line in particular is great.
We each bring different things to the table. We're all different hockey players, but I don't know, if you play with anyone for a long period of time and you play with good hockey players, it's pretty easy to get chemistry, and I think that's what's happened. I mean, they're both great hockey players.
I'm here with Sean Kennedy from FMCI Sports. We are at the Cronin Memorial Rink in Revere, Massachusetts, where Sean is going to talk about the importance of crossovers when skating.
Yep, crossovers allow us to go into a turn while maintaining our speed and even building it so we come out of the turn faster than when we went in.
Simple enough, let's do it. All right, Sean, so you're going to show us crossovers, which seems simple enough, but show us how to do it and why it's important.
Yeah, so when we're teaching crossovers to the younger skaters, we want them to stand in a ready position like this, knees bent. We're going to take our outside foot, push off our outside edge, and come into the crossover just like this. Building our speed, everything like that. And when we come back the other way, it's the same thing. We just push off the outside edge and build our speed.
All right, Sean, so now that we've seen the fundamentals and understand why we have to cross over, can you show us how it's done?
Sure.
All right, Sean, so that looks simple enough, but I have to admit, when I do crossovers, I tend to favor one side.
Yeah, most people have a more comfortable side crossing over to. It's important when you come to one of our public skating sessions or stick time sessions, you use the circles like we did, work on the crossovers, and work on going both ways so you can be comfortable going both ways.
Great.
How would you like a lifetime of frozen memories in your own backyard? Nice Rink brings you those experiences and memories with your very own backyard rink. Imagine stepping out your back door into the crisp winter air. Walking past your warm, glowing fire pit under the blanket of a starry winter sky. And onto your very own untouched marble ice that's yours to carve. So what are you waiting for? Join in the fun of having a backyard nice rink this year and frozen memories for years to come. Call or visit us online to start creating your frozen memories today.
FMC Ice Sports. What's your dream?
I'm here with Brian Boyle from the Tampa Bay Lightning and Hingham native. And Brian, today we're going to talk about core, something that I need drastically. So I got this thing here. Tell me what this is.
This is a Bosu ball. It has a lot of different functions, I think. It's great for balance. It's got a lot of tools for it, but for your core, in particular, it's a great tool for you to be on not necessarily a flat surface or a sturdy surface, and you can put your body in some interesting positions that really activate your core.
Can we check it out?
Absolutely.
All right, let's go. All right, Brian, so we're here with the Bosu ball, which I thought was a defective physio ball, but apparently it's not. Tell us what you're going to do here.
Okay, the Bosu ball, this is a core exercise, good for activation, good for strengthening your core. You lie down on it on your back. You let the round Bosu ball go to the arch of your back. Okay. You have your feet flat on the floor, and you're in a crunching position.
So your hands are behind your head.
So your hands are behind your head. You activate your pelvis, you point it towards the sky, and then you do your crunch. On the way down, you put your hands above your head, and you come down slow. And the point is just to activate these muscles in here, your core muscles that connect to your quads and your hip flexors that are so important for any athlete, especially hockey players.
You must feel those burn down
It does, and your body kind of shakes and trembles a little bit, which is a good thing because it's really activating the core, and it makes sure it's firing.
All right, Brian, so we checked out the Bosu ball, and obviously core is very important to any athlete.
Yeah, it's probably the most important thing, and it's not necessarily the most fun thing to train. It's very uncomfortable.
Painful, right?
Yeah, it is, and if you're interested in training so you can take your shirt off at the beach, that's really maybe not the biggest exercise for you.
I need 2 or 3 of those. If that's
it is important, though. It's very important. It helps keep your body safe when it's doing certain exercises, or in an unpredictable sport like hockey where you're all over the place and you could get hit at any time. It really makes sure you're activated and you're basically protecting your body.
You got to keep those abs right down in Florida. So
I'm trying.
On this November day, where temperatures outside hit 70 degrees, the mood inside the Bright Landry Hockey Center has become serious. Just 4 games into the season, Harvard's biggest rival is paying a visit. With both teams nationally ranked, Yale provides a measuring stick for the Crimson. And while it's early in the season, there is a sense of urgency to see just how far they can go.
Hey, just a couple of reminders on Yale, okay? Expect them to come out banging, right? Being chippy after whistles, okay? Let's initiate here. Let's not retaliate. Forecheck 1-2-2, okay? Don't be surprised by their D pinching down, okay? They get that 2-man cycle. They do a good job finding that F3, okay? So make sure we're looking for them, okay? Finish the shooters off the rush D, right? They do cut and drops, and they want to drive the net. Let's own the front of our net, okay? Play with confidence here. Let's bring our hard hats, work ethic, all right? Let's be mentally tough. Same 3 words we always end it with too, right? Grit, perseverance, team first, okay? Let's have a good start. Let's get on these guys right away. Play in their zone. Keep it simple early here. Put some bodies on them. Let's initiate everywhere.
Flying, get another save. Loose puck. Free for the Bulldogs. Score! Backboard for Harvard, looking for a quick outlet to Esposito. Esposito, slap shot, he scores!
Our time's almost up, and it's been a fun ride, but this year is definitely, we want to make a statement and leave our legacy and leave the Harvard jersey better than when we got it. And we're just trying to make the best of this season and hopefully leave an impact on the team. And I think coming in, we wanted to turn the program around and get back on the national scene, and this is the year that we can do that.
A 2-2 tie with Yale isn't the desired outcome. With Criscuolo and VC playing their final year, it doesn't require leading academic minds to know that Harvard's best shot for its first men's national title since the Donato days stands before them. This iteration of Harvard hockey will truly test composition, structure, properties, and change, the definition of chemistry.